Hey guys, welcome back to another Dark Heart video. Today I have my grandparents here.
Yay!
And we're going to be making German pancakes, or some other words known as like hills and valleys and...
Dutch boys.
Yeah.
Dutch babies.
Dutch babies.
Yeah, so let's get into the video. So the recipe will be on screen as we're like putting ingredients in, and I'll put it in the description box down below if you want to make it.
Okay, so this is a recipe that I found that I really like because we love hills and valleys and we've had them for years in our family. But there was a dark time where we couldn't get the hills to come up and it was just it was all valley. So I searched and searched and found this recipe that they use a cast iron skillet. And you get them, they're like these when you buy them. And they're different sizes, but you have to season them. And if you want to know how to season them, go on the website, or we can actually include a link in the below on how to season it. But we have several cast iron skillets that you can use, but this recipe we're going to use. This is a 13-inch skillet.
10-inch.
Oh, 10-inch. This is a 10-inch, and then we think it's a 16 or whatever we put in here. And it asked us to preheat the oven to 425, and what I do now is I put the skillet in the oven when you turn on the oven and let it heat up with the oven. So when it hits the 425, you know the skillet is at that same temperature. Okay.
And just a little trivia, you actually get iron from cast iron skillets. So you get a little bit of iron added to your diet.
So let's first start making this. They say that you're supposed to have room temperature eggs and room temperature milk. Now, if your eggs aren't room temperature, you can always, I get a bowl and I get hot water and I put all the eggs I want and leave it there for about 5 minutes and they're good to go. And then milk, if you don't have room temperature milk, which is hard to find, they say you can put it in the microwave for, what, 15, 20 seconds, and you don't want hot. And then you put, and we use this as a mixing bowl. Okay, so let's go ahead. And the recipe that I have that we're going to post is for this size.
10.5.
10.5. But we want to double it.
Yeah.
Because we have the bigger, and
Because we're hungry.
we're hungry and the three of us are going to chow down. But let's just do
6.
Everybody start doing eggs.
I guess 2 each.
And then flour. We're doubling the recipe.
Really
so.
pack the measuring cup firmly with flour.
Yep.
Okay?
Okay.
And then milk.
2/3.
2/3 cup. Yeah.
So 1 1/3.
Here, I can't see that.
Almost perfect.
Yeah, that was you must have measured it before. Okay.
I didn't.
Okay, we'll dump that in.
And then, yeah, we should do the salt before the vanilla because they call it the same.
Okay.
So
Good thinking. Here's a half teaspoon. You go ahead and do that, Addie, and you can do the vanilla.
let's do this.
Sure.
Well,
Yep.
yeah, it
It
was.
was.
Okay. So now that we have, do we have everything in it?
Except for the clarified butter, which
Yep.
you're going to do that in the oven, right?
Right. Okay, so then what we're going to do is we're going to mix this.
And we have a blend tack, but you could use a beater or another blender.
this just works so easy, but you can use whatever blender you want or a mixer. Sometimes some recipes we don't blend a lot, you lightly stir. With this one it doesn't matter, you can just blend to your heart's desire.
Yeah, this is actually the best German pancake recipe we've had where it makes the best hills and valleys.
And it tastes really good.
It's delicious.
Now comes getting the hot pan out of the oven, and we have 3 tablespoons, no,
6.
It's
The
6
recipe
tablespoons.
is 3, but we're doubling.
Yeah, 6 tablespoons.
yeah. So if you want to put 3 in, and you're doubling it, then you're not going to have enough butter. Go, I'm pulling up
Do
it
you
out.
need a hot pad to put it on?
We're going to put it right on top of the stove top.
Okay.
Now,
It's
go ahead and,
smoking.
yeah, it's smoking.
We hope our fire alarm doesn't go off.
It may. I'll turn this on just in case. Okay. Grab a knife. And we're going to start cutting it up as soon as you set it in there.
Okay.
Now we're melting the butter in here, but we're also not just melting it, but we want it to change to a golden brown. What is that called?
Clarified butter.
And when it goes to a golden brown, it adds a really rich flavor to it.
There you go.
Then you're ready to put the mix.
It's not quite golden brown yet, is it? No. It's not quite.
See how it's starting to get.
Okay, so it's starting to brown.
And then you take your mix and you can, here, why don't we turn that off now?
Oh, that's the light.
That's a light.
There we go.
And you can always tell when everything's right, because once you put it in there, you hear a sizzle. Well, I guess we didn't with this one. Sheesh. And you just pour it in there, even with my tremors. And then you put it right in the oven and set a timer for how long? Addie? Alexa, set timer 25 minutes.
20 to
25 minutes, starting now.
No, it says William has added lemon zest before, haven't you?
I'm taking a little bit of a lemon, and we've used a little cheese grater and added it to it, and it really adds a unique flavor. And then you can also add it to your syrup. But one thing we haven't done that we want to do one time soon is make these German pancakes and add Marcus's naughty syrup.
Buttermilk syrup.
The buttermilk syrup with a little bit of lemon zest, and we think that would be like heaven, you know, to have both of those. So now we're gonna cook, and Addie will be able to cut this time between now and in 20 minutes, and we'll go from there.
We'll be back.
We're back now, and I just want to thank Addie for letting us to be on Dark Card.
Yes, and sharing a recipe.
Because we've always loved Dark Card, right?
Yes.
Okay, so our 25 minutes is up, and now
It can be 20 to 25, depending on it.
Goodness.
so there is,
You can tip it a little bit.
so there it is, and it's done, and it's time to enjoy. Now what I do is I use a pizza cutter, and then I make sure that we cut it in equal distances. I don't know how we're going to do this, guys.
Well, we each can have a fork, and then whoever wants first. Alexa, off. Do you want a spatula, William?
You can, but it's like, this works good.
cake. That looks like a lot more.
No, I cannot eat that all.
Alright, we hope you enjoy this recipe. It's delicious.
We're so excited to be on Dark Card. I just want to cry.
Normally top it with like syrup or something.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
just gonna use just regular syrup.
But you don't need to put butter on it.
I've done powdered sugar before, and that's really good too.
Oh yes, that's a good.
All right, here you
I
go,
do
sweetie.
Like powdered sugar. Okay, go ahead.
Thank you guys for watching.
Thank
this video. Bye.
Bye.
The recipe will be in the description box down below.